when the boat's done, your holiday's over. That's why we get you to read that. We give you all the information. Okay, now we're going to check our map reference number. We make it really easy for you. C9A, yeah? Remember the old street directories?
Yep.
Into Northern Islands, Central District, and Southern.
Right.
Yep, in here we're not allowed to pick up,
Yep.
but we can anchor in here.
Yep.
I reckon that sort of somewhere in that 5 metre mark.
Yep.
So you don't want to be in the 15 metres because that's going to be too much water. Tuck yourself in here and you'll have a lovely evening. Yeah? Because this is Lehman Hill and it's telling you it's pretty swelly. So what you want to do is tuck in right here where we've highlighted it for you.
Yep.
Yeah? Nice little spot there. Alright. This is your scale here. Like all maps have a scale. These will measure your distance. That there is 5 nautical miles.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
If I was going to get you to go to Stonehaven today, I'd get you to go this way. 5. 10. About 15 nautical miles. Yeah? Each of these is 5. Each of these blocks here. Yeah?
Yep.
So that kind of gives you a rough idea at a glance.
Yep.
So if you go, oh, we want to go from here to Hamo in a day, well, we're probably not going to do that because that's 5, 10, 15, about 20 nautical miles. Yeah?
Yep.
It's a long trip. You could do it in a day if you wanted to, but why would you bother?
Yep.
Especially when there's so many other beautiful places to hit while you're down here.
Yep.
So I'm going to get you to measure yourself to Bowel Bay. My advice is measure in lots of 2 nautical miles like that. Yep.
Right.
The reason I'm getting you to do it in 2s is because it's a shorter distance and we get you to come through Pioneer Rocks here.
Yep.
Then
2
unsafe
nautical
again.
miles. We are here. Righto.
Yep.
So
2.
2.
So if you hold them straight up, they'll poke into the map.
Yeah. Okay.
2, 4.
Do I have to go around?
No,
it?
no, it's
No,
through there.
go through there.
Down to here. 6,
8.
8.
8 and
Measure that bit. I reckon that's 1.
that one, isn't it? A bit less.
Yep.
About.
So first time, bit of navigation. Now we're going to list our hazards. The reason why we plot our course every day, and just so you know, everyone up here, we all do it. Anyone who owns a boat does this every single time they take a trip. Yeah. For some reason, people come up here and they think we're trying to make you do homework on your holiday or something. We all do this all the time. There's a water. You can get through there, no problem. Nice spot to throw a line out to, boys, for fishing.
Yeah.
You want to sit on that 6 knot mark and drop a lure out the back as you crop through here, and you might grab yourself a mackie for dinner on your way through.
Cool.
So we're going to come through here, and you're just going to give dead center. Yeah, no reason to skirt the little shallow bit there just because you can. Same. The reef is lovely in here, but let's not get too close. For look, we spearfish off here. There's a lot of reef. So again, just nice, dead center. Hang in there. Give this one a little wide berth as you come round. Tuck in here, and then shoot across. Yeah. Unsafe passage, and then tuck around into here. Right. So unsafe passage will be your daydream. Will be one hazard that you're watching out for. There is a bit of reef. That's, again, don't. It's nice to go and have a look at the resort as you cruise past, but let's not go too close. Yep. So don't cut the end off there. Just again, nice wide berth. Unsafe passage. I want you to zoom in on that too. Have a look on your charts as you go through, and you'll see why we call it unsafe passage and why those markers there. See how far the reef comes in. I want you looking at those things all the time. Didn't look at the book. No, this is all reef. Yeah, little shallow patch there. All reef, all sticking out here. So for that reason, this anchorage, from the moment you go through those leads, 3 knots or under. We had old mate doing 6 or 7 knots in here the other day because he did not think that this was considered close enough to the reef. It is. Please do not go any faster than 3 knots in Nara Inlet. You'll find out we had someone anchor up in here the other day. Again, if they looked at the book, it would have told them that they cannot go all the way up there. So this is all reef, all in here. You'll see other boats coming through here. Bare boats can't. Don't bother trying to navigate it. It's not, I don't even take my boat through there. Come in nice and slow. Old mate clipped the reef about here. The reason was, he's coming in, he had paddle boards tied up on the side. The nature of where the helm is on the boat that he was on sits back quite low on the Nautitex. He had 5 other people on board. Not one of them was on the deck. right? If he'd had someone, if he'd gone, I don't have very good visibility from here to there, can I just get someone on that bow as we make our way in? Someone would have gone, hey Dad, we're a bit close to the reef over here, mate, and he wouldn't have clipped it. But it was a holiday killer. 2 days in, done. You ready to pull up your anchor and go on your way? Yeah? Nice and safely, you shouldn't have any issues. That's why we do this every day. The other reason why we do this is for insurance. If anything goes wrong with this boat, the first thing they're going to do is go, where are the logs? If you guys have logged everything, listed your hazards, and then you've written down here your anchorage for the night. So when you get there, you're going to put Bowel Bay, what time you got there, roughly what the wind speed is. It'll tell you on the dial up there. What the depth was and how much chain you put out. So if you drag anchor and we go, what depth were you in? You can go, what was 10 meters? How much chain did you have out? And you'll go, well, I decided to I could have put 40, but I put 50 out. And we'll go, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. So that's it. So, like I say, idiot attacks. If you choose to ignore the advice, you might get chomped by a shark. But if you go with the advice, you'll be fine. Nara Inlet, way too murky in there. And I know for a fact there's sharks in there. A couple of hammerheads spotted in Makona Inlet the other day. Again, I don't swim in here. Well, we actually go spearfishing in there, but we wear shark shields and stuff. So we wear shark shields, and we do have one on board.
Saw that.
You're more likely to zap each other with it while you're snorkeling, to be honest. Sharks don't get much bigger than me, and they're beautiful, and they're trying to get away from you. So if you spot one, you're lucky. Sign of a good healthy reef means there's lots of nice fish life there and all that sort of stuff. Or downwind of large mountains.
Downwind of large
Yeah.
mountains.
People have been listing at high tide. What is the deepest you can anchor? Meterage. How many meters can we? Yeah. Well done, guys. Everyone's been listening. What day it is. We're on it. You're gonna follow it as it drifts out. And eventually, he's gonna turn around and look at you and go, "I can see it." Right? I'm gonna give you a bunch of hands here. Yeah. He doesn't start going backwards. This is even if I'm looking at you, I'm telling you go forward. Yeah. Holding them in. Once you loosen those off, you get a bit of movement. Want a little bit of movement when you put your sails up, so you get here. There'll be one that says what you are using, and you're going to turn off what you are not. So while we're underway in the morning, once we've done breakfast and showers, and I don't need water pressure, I don't need my shower sumps, I do need my fridge and freezer on. You leave your 12 volts on too. It's battery in the middle. I usually just leave it in the middle. Yeah, house is in the middle. So 3.6, that's pretty good. In the morning you'll find it might say 12.2, 11.9 is low. Flat, basically. 11.8 I think is considered flat. Start your engines. So you So I don't push it all the way down, but enough slack that when you step in and put a bit of weight in the boat, it's not going to. I always advise stepping in off the bow. Yeah. Coming that way, but you can actually step in off the side there. Do you want to jump in? Someone want to jump in, and I'll take you through starting her up.
Skipper.
Skipper. Pull it back.
Don't fall up.
Yeah. Check that your kill switch, that red switch there. Yep, so that's connected. If that was out, she wouldn't stop. If you were the only person driving the dinghy, I want that round twist.
Oh, yeah.
I myself have thrown myself out my dinghy, and the dinghy ran away without me. So yeah, that is advice from experience. We're gonna line her up.
This felt good.
They're the good ones though, mate. Well, watch this. Right, so just check you're in neutral. You're actually in reverse at the moment.
Yeah.
Check it. Yeah, you're in neutral. Right. Give her a little pump and hold there. Make sure it's nice and firm.
No joke. Good.
All good.
All right.
Forward. Backward. Yeah. Does have to be in forward to tilt it. So that's your tilt switch turner off. In forward, so when you're on the way. Tilt her up one, that shallow drive. Tilt her up all the way, and you can beach it. I only want it tilted all the way if you are beaching it. So if you're at Whitehaven, by all means, pull her up, drag her up on the beach. Other than that, please leave it down. Don't have it up like this while you're on the way. I've lost my last two-stroker because someone let it like that. Have a look
what?
at that.
It broke off. Oh.
Yeah, they hit some rough area and off they went. You just want to eyeball that. Be happy with that. I'll give you a chunk off it when you get back. We know it was you guys. So again, that shallow drive. One more click. And down. Yeah? Alright, you have a bailer. Watch out for this. This is the tow rope at the back. Watch out for that one fly out before you start. You've got a painter light in front, which you can see I've popped off the plate there. That's so it doesn't drag in there. You have two paddles.
Yes.
A couple of oars there. There's an anchor in the front. Here's a little anchor. You won't need much more than that. We're just going to open this up. The other thing I want you to check is that the valve is open. Fuel tank's full. And that valve is open. That's closed. Crack it. Otherwise it just comes back and sucks in on itself. You also have a little safety kit in there in case you do yourself some mischief in the dinghy. There's a couple of flares and things. V-sheet, all that sort of stuff. Power. I'll do the port side. Start. And there she goes. And do this one. Yep. Push and hold once you get your alarms. Push and hold the start. Good. Let's see if that works.
1500 RPM, I think.
So. Just idle. So you'll notice if I push forward on this one, it'll give me a long arc that way. Giving a short jab on that one.
Just holding it.
Okay, so that's a big boat pumping. Just got to keep an eye out. Oh, I just heard it honk.
Hey, miss.
Watch out.
Where's your rudder position?
Yeah, just the rudder indicator doesn't work on this one, by the way. That's right, that's why we've got this. So that's yeah.
Oh, yeah.